Um, yeah, this is Chi here. We're just chilling in my apartment, and Thorpe and my roommate Kevin's over here. Uh, yeah. Anyways, um, just a few points wanted to go over about religion. The previous video, how people to get you to believe shit, um, kind of can be really put towards religion. And, for instance, like the putting them on the podium and emotional music, just like basically using your emotions to get you to believe their shit. But anyways, um, thought control though is definitely expressed in the control of ideas and the control of and flow of information. So like the previous old paradigm is like, uh, for instance, you're only getting your information from one place. This book, this textbook, or a teacher. You're only getting it from like the preacher in the Bible, or you're only getting it from fucking the media. These are all controlled systems of information, and that's why the internet is so amazing. However, the internet has like the good and bad. It's got its own faults, and you need to recognize those. So, anyways, when it comes to education, education has is wonderful. You can be you're in a controlled setting where you're just basically being fed information. If that information is correct, however, and if that information isn't correct, that's where it's dangerous. And also, there's like the teacher's opinions and shit like that are kind of fucking bad. But then again, like how do you fucking get rid of those opinions? How do you make a perfect world basically? And you know what, I don't have an answer for that, but I think recognizing reality and recognizing perceived biases, real or imaginary, and just basically taking into account everything is good. Like that's a beneficial attribute to have. And like you can see that education is fucking really fucked up when you're looking at different countries and how they like perceive what happened in history. There's this really great quote. I don't know who says it, but it's history is written by the winners, and it's really true. You look at like World War II. It's all from the perspective of the U.S. Like Omaha Beach. Omaha Beach is like concentrated on in American media and American fucking education. It's like we all learn about Omaha Beach. It's like, what about Sword Beach and Gold Beach and fucking Utah? Utah Beach, not Long Beach, man. That's a, stop. But anyways, it's just really obvious when different countries are putting their natural history and their government in a good light because they own the education. So of course they're gonna fucking put themselves in a good light. Um, So like the U.S., for instance, it doesn't actually go over any of like, well, it does go over some of the bad shit that happened, but not like some of the really horrible recent shit. They'll talk about like how we fucked up in the Philippines and um, uh, like fucking imprisonment camps with the Japanese and shit. But anything recent, I mean, you don't even hear about it. It's like, what about the CIA fucking overthrow of Iran, or when they try to do it in Guatemala and fucking Chile and all these other countries? It's like, no, we didn't try to overthrow China, man. It's like, but see, the thing about that though is that like America tries to put out these like beliefs about itself, and especially propagates through education, through especially high school education, because that's like the most generic education that like all of society has, rather than like a couple of like more educated or enlightened people like who go to college or something, or go on to be professors and research shit even more. So yeah, I would actually say that common sense is actually not common at all. But um, yeah, basically, the U.S. Propagates these ideas that we're like the land of the free, and that we're like the beacon of freedom in the world. The media kind of uses that a lot, and that we're a force of good. But really, this is total reality control, because that's not really what's going on. I mean, we've done a bunch of horrible shit. We're supposed to have this constitution that we're listening to, but we're not. I mean, it's totally ignored now. You can wiretap whoever the fuck you want. If you're President Bush, and the CIA has fucking tabbed and followed people like fucking crazy, totally illegally. Even fucking J. Edgar Hoover, fucking went after like uh, the Doors lead singer Jim Morrison and fucking uh, John Lennon and shit. And they're all like paranoid, like people are following me, and everyone's like, no, no, no one's following you. This is land of the free. And like, it turned out later, J. Edgar Hoover actually did tail those people. That he had a list of people he tailed all the time. He was totally not allowed to do that. And so, like, supposedly the CIA has been fixed ever since his fucking administration, because like he had been in the CIA for like fucking almost since its inception, till like the '60s or '70s. The guy's total douchebag too. But you never hear about that side of history, especially like within the U.S. You might hear about that like if you go to a European country because it's fucking true. But you're just never gonna see the country in a bad light if you continue to see from your own country's medium. And there's information that is a lot of the information is true, but it's like a half truth. They're only showing you one side of the truth when really this is multifaceted, uh, whole fucking different force of opinions and different interpretations of facts and shit like that. So yeah. Anyways, when you're going to school, I mean, I'm not saying that school is bad. Like you need to go to school. Like fucking learning about mathematics and language and all these philosophy and all these other things are fucking legit. But no, no, I'm not fucking smoking on tape. Anyways, that's totally incriminating, dog. I'm totally joking. Actually, I do not have a bong in my hand, and it's totally for smoking purposes for tobacco. Yeah, of course. Anyways, so yeah, my roommates are peer pressuring me. So, anyways, you also notice when it comes to education, like for instance, Dare, a lot of their fucking like drug facts are totally bullshit. Just fucking hold it or like go around. Like I'm making a video. I got 2 more minutes left. Come on. All right, I know I will. Just hold on, man. No, not while I'm on tape. I'm not doing it. All right. Anyways, so like the way you're being educated about fucking drugs is totally false. I mean, if you go to any legit fucking play, Arrowhead's a really great site. It's like the drug mecca of the internet. It's got a lot of fucking great articles on pretty much anything that deals with drugs. You can see actual fucking like studies that are on these fucking drugs and how they're not even harmful at all. With psychedelics, there's like the whole caution of like schizophrenia or psychosis, which is like 1.8 in 1,000. So it's like you have really low odds of that happening anyways, and it's actually less than like alcohol. So it's totally ridiculous. A lot of the things that you hear about, it's just fucking fear and lies straight out, or just inaccurate facts. And you just got to really reassess the nature in which you know things, um, because the only reason why like drugs are bad is because it's perceived to be bad by society, like abusing it. And but what if you're not abusing it? That should be perfectly fine. But it's all opinion. And why are you outlawing and ruining people's lives based off an opinion? Makes no sense. So yeah, if you're gonna judge me, oh, he's just fucking druggy, smoking weed, then whatever. You don't have to listen to me. But I think it's very useful to expand your mind. Think and stay classy, San Diego. Peace, love, and all that good stuff.